Hey guys, and welcome back into another NFL team preview. Today we're going to be going into the New York Jets and what to expect for them coming into the 2016 season. This is a thing where I talked about the Patriots in the last video and how Garoppolo is going to be the quarterback for the first 4 weeks, and they need to have at least some sort of success in those first 4 weeks or they will be behind the 8 ball and probably not win that division. Now, I ultimately do believe Garoppolo will be able to handle it, but if he couldn't, the team that probably would win the AFC East is the New York Jets, a team that has a ton of offensive talent. You know, when you look at their depth chart, you got a wide receiver, you got Eric Decker, you got Brandon Marshall. I mean, you can't find a 1-2 punch that's a whole lot better than the NFL. Maybe a few teams, but one of the better top 2 receivers on a depth chart in the NFL. At the running back position, you just got Matt Forte, one of the best all-around running backs in football. Can catch the ball, can block, a great runner. I mean, he's just a smart football player. And you got Bilal Powell at backup position, another good running back, a very good backup. So as far as offensive weapons, Ryan Fitzpatrick has a lot of weapons. The problem is the Jets have Ryan Fitzpatrick. Goddamn camera. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, I mean, we all know who he is. He's Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's been around a long time. He's never been, anything special. All around, I mean, a lot of last year he was pretty good, but we saw in the 2 games against Buffalo how much he struggled, particularly at Buffalo. And I just don't, we got to all question, is he the type of quarterback that can win you big games, particularly big games on the road? Because if they don't win the division, you're going to the playoffs as a 5-6 seed, and you're on the road. And is Ryan Fitzpatrick really the guy that can lead you to wins in that environment? Now, the thing is, like I said, he has great weapons in Marshall and Forte and Decker. He's got a good line with Ryan Clady and James Carpenter and the always reliable Nick Mangold. He's got a good offensive line, but there's a lot of questions with him. He signed a 1-year deal with them, so he's obviously got a lot to prove. He wants to get a bigger deal. He's going to have a good season. And another thing on his side is not only the weapons he has on offense, but the defense he has. You got Leonard Williams, you got the rookie Jordan Jenkins, you got Eric Henderson, David Harris, Darrelle Revis, Calvin Pryor. You got, so many good players on that defense. And really, the New York Jets are good in every phase of their defense, in my opinion. The front with Leonard Williams, Steve McClendon, Sheldon Richardson, those guys are all good, good defensively, good against the run. They got some good pass rushers. The rookie Jordan Jenkins is listed to start at the outside linebacker position, the rookie out of Georgia, 3rd-round pick. From everything I've read about him and reading his draft profile, he's not projected to be a great pass rusher, but he's from what I've read, he's a smart football player. He has a good head on his shoulders. And that secondary with Darrelle Revis and Buster Screen and Calvin Pryor, I mean, that's Marcus Gilchrist. That's a good secondary. I mean, that's really a really solid secondary. You got D. Milliner backing up. You got the 30-man Marcus Williams, who had 6 interceptions last year, who, in my opinion, is better than Buster Screen. If it was up to me, I think Darrelle Revis and Marcus Williams would be your 2 cornerbacks starting. And I would not be surprised at all if by the middle of the season, those are the 2 starting corners for the New York Jets. But this team has, on paper, if you look at the offense and the defense, they are littered with talent, absolutely littered with talent. It's just that Ryan Fitzpatrick thing, man. They just don't have a good quarterback. And in the NFL, if you don't have a good quarterback, how can you consistently expect to win, especially on the road? This is a team that I expect to be right there. Just like last year, they finished 10-6, just missed the playoffs. I expect them to be right around that same position, to be quite honest with you. I would say their ceiling is 11-5, and I would say their floor is 8-8. I mean, obviously, you never know what type of injuries can happen. If catastrophic injuries occur, then anything's possible. But assuming relatively decent health, I would say they're anywhere from 8-8 to 11-5. I think this is a team that's going to be competing to get one of those 5 or 6 spots, the wild card spots in the AFC. I don't think that they can beat the Patriots this year in the division. Some people may disagree. Some people may think this is the year the Patriots finally fall. I don't see it that way. I still think the Patriots are going to win this AFC East. Another thing that hurts the Jets as far as getting the 5 or 6 seed is the fact that kind of what happened last year is the AFC East is a relatively difficult division. I mean, like you said, you got the Patriots. The Jets are good. The Bills are going to be, at least pretty good. Who knows? Even the Dolphins may be decent. And you look at a division like the South, where some people think the Jags are finally going to take a step forward. People have been saying that for years, and at some point they should, because when you're so bad for such a long period of time, you continue year after year to rack up top picks. Eventually, you think they get it right, but I mean, they're unproven. The Texans, I know they got a good defense. I know they made the playoffs last year, but there's still questions at the quarterback position with them. And offensively, I don't love them. No Arian Foster anymore. No Andre Johnson. I'm not a huge fan of that Texans offense at all. The Colts, I do like the Colts. I think they're going to, I'll get into that when I preview them, but I do think they'll take a step forward this year. But that South is not a division that I see being very tough. And the thing is, I mean, if you're playing in a tougher division, then the chance is that you rack up consistent win after win after win is not as likely, because going to Buffalo is going to be really tough, especially for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Going to Miami isn't going to be a cakewalk. We all know going to New England is going to be damn tough. And by the time they go to, a big thing that I think would have could have happened for the Jets is if they had been a team that would have went to New England in the first 4 weeks. I think that would have been huge for this team. But they don't. So the fact that they don't get to, because if they could go to New England before Tom Brady comes back and steal a win up in Foxborough, that would do wonders for their chances to win the AFC East. But it's not the way the schedule has came together, so that's not going to be the case. Like I said, I expect the Jets to be a good team, kind of like last year. I think their offense is explosive. I think their defense is good. But Ryan Fitzpatrick is not, in my opinion, a guy who's going to be able to get it done for him. So Todd Bowles is a good coach. I like him, but I think that you're going to see more of the same this year from the Jets. But they probably have a lot of Pro Bowlers. They got a lot of dynamic offensive players and a lot of good defensive players. But this will be a fun team to watch, and I look forward, honestly, to watching them. I really look forward to the games where they take on the Pats. I think those will be some great games, great TV, and we'll see. Comment down below if you agree, if you disagree. But either way, I'll be back tomorrow with another NFL preview, guys. Thanks, I'm out.